Hi, I'm Julie King, and I'm going to show you a few features of the ScoreKing Scorepad. First of all, the general layout, of course, is that the keypad is on the left-hand side. The squad view is on the right-hand side. The right-hand side also toggles. If you hit this score button, it would show you if there were any scores already for this squad. It would show you just the scores. If you have just the scores on the right-hand side, you can sort them by those top sort keys, by the order, by the score, or by the number. I'm going to go back to the squad view here. If you're the chief judge, you would just select the person who is next up. Once that person you've selected it, will populate the left-hand side for you and for the panel judge. I'm going to type in a score of a 9-2 for the chief judge and push the review. At that point, I'm waiting for the score from the panel judge, where I have sending in a 9.1 on this Scorepad. At that point, you can see the average right there. If you had to put in a neutral deduction, say she went out of bounds, you would highlight, you would go into the neutral deductions field, you would type in a 0-1 for 1/10. So 0-1 for a 10th. If you just put the number 1, it will assume it's 1.0. It's like a deduction for using only one hand on the vault table, that kind of a thing. But 0-1, 0-2 for the 10th or 2/10 types of neutral deductions. At this point, I'm ready, and I would push send. So again, you can select the person over here in the right-hand side, or if you want, you can just type the number in. If you type the number in, make sure then to go back and highlight the score area when you're getting ready to type in your score. Let's say this time I'm going to type in a 9-4, and either whether it was a typo or perhaps the panel judge thought the level of the gymnast was something different than what she scored, and so she's sending in an 8-2. You'll notice it comes in with the asterisk until you hit the review button. Once you hit the review button, you see the scores. At that point, you also see this red line underneath those scores indicating that it was out of range. At that point, you as the chief judge would have your discussion with the panel judge. I'm going to assume they have resolved it. So I would hit the edit button. Hit the edit button. Once you determine what score you're going to change, you highlight it, you clear it, and then you type in the score and say, oh, I really meant to send in a 9.2. So now I have a 9.3 average, and I push send. If let's say that the next person, Alex, is going to scratch, you can just hit the 0 key. It will populate zeros on both sides and push send. At this point, now let's talk about, let's say you want help. For whatever reason, you want help from the scoring table, so you can hit the admin button. You can push this help key. If I were to say yes here, that would send a message to to us at the score table that you would like assistance, and we will come. Right? Okay, one last thing to let you know about before we get started. I'm going to pretend that we need to send you some information that another person had scratched after we knew of all the other scratches. And so this is just in case you had numbered your papers or anything like that. So I'm going to notify all judges that there's a scratch. And so what you see on your Scorepad is that this area up here becomes yellow. If you can see here also, it's yellow right at the top. See this envelope? Just hit the envelope. You've got mail. And it says that competitor number 6128 is a scratch. Hopefully we will get all of the scratches all dealt with beforehand, but as you all know, Sometimes you don't learn about scratches until the very last minute, and so we may end up having to send you that message that says somebody is a scratch. Okay, with that, you've got the basic lay of the land. You can certainly ask us more questions at the meet, but I just wanted to give you an overview. Thanks, and have a good meet.